It's been 1 year since the world was introduced to Hytale, and a lot has changed, including the community. We've had plenty of ups and our fair share of downs, but here we are, stronger than ever. My name is Kodiak, and today we'll take a look around the community and talk about the state of Hytale 1 year after the announced trailer. The recent blog posts have sparked everyone's interest in Hytale once again, with the likes of Forced Gaming, Exuma, and even Captain Sparkles diving back into the pool. But what about the rest of the community, the players that have been following the game's progress every step of the way? I spent some time diving into Hytale Discords, the Hytale Info subreddit, and various Twitter feeds to see what people had to say about the update. Of course, most people were fixated with the release date, 2021, and speculation about the exact timing of the release started almost immediately. Extraordinary Dreb on Reddit commented, "Playable by 2021, sure, as long as they deliver a full, complete game, open to modifications, and servers that will support various communities in the years to come. The gaming community has had enough of release now, fix later games." In the last 5 years, we've seen games like No Man's Sky, Atlas, and Cube World release half-baked games with the promise of fixes down the road. Now, to be fair to No Man's Sky, the game has come leaps and bounds, and developer Hello Games has done quite a bit to restore their reputation, but the point still stands. For a while now, the Hytale team has used the phrase ready when it's ready, but now with a definitive year attached to the release, the expectations have shifted. Of course, there are plenty in the Hytale community that have sung the praises of the Hytale team for finally breaking silence and giving players something concrete to get excited about. Over on the Hytale Info Discord, they ran an interesting poll that asked the community what aspect of the 4 blog posts they like most. Now, with every Discord emoji poll, it's hard to get a clear breakdown since you can select multiple things, but it's clear that the physical combat mechanics, the look of the environment, and the magic combat mechanics all grab the community's attention. This makes complete sense since the latest blog post showcased our first real in-game look at how combat and adventure mode will play out. Combat was clearly at the center of the 4 blog posts. We did a video breaking down the clip, and many other creators did as well. But those conversations trickled outside the blog posts and onto Reddit threads, where Simon actually stepped in to address some additional concerns. The conversation started on Twitter when Narwister responded to the combat clip, tweeted, "It looks incredible. Can't wait to try it out myself. Enemy AI seems kinda easy though. Better work on that a bit." Simon responded saying, "The players were overpowering the content in that clip. We will post harder content in the future so you see how difficulty works." Now, that didn't satisfy the voracious fans hungry for information, and to be honest, it was kind of a BS answer, so Simon took to Reddit to explain further. "Our AI system is constantly being improved, and what was shown in that clip was probably the dumbest AI example we could have shown. I agree my tweet was a bit confusing. I should have clarified in my reply to avoid confusion. Gameplay difficulty is not just a numbers game at all. We understand that. We have people working on AI, and their work was not well demonstrated in the clip other than alert state and some other simple things. To most, it was clear that the enemies in the gameplay clip were more or less meat sacks and hardly a demonstration of Hytale's AI, but the clarification did put the issue to rest." Simon went on further to explain, "We have built our AI system to be customizable as well, so not only will we have our own set of behaviors, but the community will also be able to expand that quite massively." The Hytale team, primarily Noxie and Simon, both stepped up in light of recent pressure to interact more with the community, and that was pretty apparent, but a more inconspicuous Twitter thread probably slipped by a lot of you, and I wanted to bring it to everyone's attention. Our good friend Knight from Black Plasma Studios, who you know from the Hytale Roundtable series, reached out to Noxie on Twitter and asked, "When can we be expecting new job posts for Hytale, if at all, in the coming months?" To which Noxie replied with a simple yes. Now, while this is a small tweet, which may have escaped the mainstream, it's a relatively big deal and something that shouldn't just be glossed over. Hytale promised new job postings months ago, shortly before the great period of silence, and to get such black and white confirmation that more are coming before the end of the year means the team is finally ready to expand once again. This is a good time to reflect on a post Simon made this past summer where he explained, "Early in 2016, we canceled a bunch of side projects so that our focus could be entirely on Hytale and keep our current Minecraft players happy as well. If you combine the two teams, it's about 75 plus people, all remote, so it's quite challenging." There's been some debate whether Hypixel and more directly the Hytale team should be considered an indie studio, and to some degree, yes, it should. But with each new hire or new investor, it changes the way that team operates. It's tough putting any sort of label on the game, and we've seen that from day one when we talked about the genre of Hytale. So it's best we just present the information and let your imagination run wild. Finally, I want to touch briefly on a straw poll that made the rounds in the last week or so that once again brought up the topic of player age. Now, there is a lot going on, especially in the YouTube universe surrounding COPPA and the FTC, but this straw poll is an interesting snapshot, at least for now, of who the Hytale player base could be. With 43% or 251 votes, it's clear that college kids dominate that space, and that makes a lot of sense. This is the same audience that grew up playing and maturing alongside Minecraft. The comparison is as clear as it was when I was a kid playing and maturing alongside World of Warcraft. What's startling is the 5 votes there on the bottom, representing players that are 13 years of age or younger. Now, of course, you have to take this data in with a little bit of skepticism. Younger gamers may not be entrenched the same way many of us are on social media when it comes to following this game. The announcement trailer views speak for themselves, but ultimately, it's the die-hard community that keeps the conversation going, and kids under 13 may not be tapped into the community with that level of commitment quite yet. I know a lot of people get frustrated when they see the same straw poll or content multiple times, but when you're following Hytale as closely as we are, it gives us a lot of valuable information to share with all of you. I think it's safe to say the Hytale team made a lot of good decisions with their most recent blog posts and communications, and that's clear across the community. It's hard to say whether or not it's a good time to jump on the Hytale bandwagon since release is still over a year away, but hopefully 2020 brings us even closer with a big update, blog posts, and communication from the team. As we say goodbye to 2019, let's use the comment section of this video to summarize our expectations and feelings as we move into the new year. What do you want in 2020? And what did you dislike about Hytale in 2019? Let us know in the section below, and don't forget to join our team on Discord. We're on the cusp of a big announcement that will shape the future of our channel, and we want you to be a part of that conversation. So check out the link below, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Hytale content in your feed. My name is Kodiak, and from everyone here at the Game Gurus, thanks for watching, and play on. Thanks for checking out the video. If you want to learn more about the game or just want to be part of an incredible video game community, join the Game Gurus on Discord. Be the first to know what's going on with the channel and interact with me and the rest of the team on a daily basis. To join, check out the link below.